Good morning, or good afternoon, depending on what time of day it is. I decided to come back out of my hiatus, well, long hiatus, and hit you guys with something a little different. I decided to rank every Batman Arkham game. I've been playing these games since they first came out, and I played them each at least twice, if not more. The Arkham series consists of 4 main installments, and those are the ones that we will be looking at today. So, no Arkham Blackgate, and no Arkham Lockdown. They are action-adventure games, and god are they fun. Let's not waste any time, let's get right into it. Batman Arkham Origins. Starting with the first canonical game in the series, Arkham Origins was released in 2013 and developed by Warner Bros. Montreal and published by Warner Bros. Arkham Origins isn't horrible, but it isn't great. For some reason, feeling like a major letdown, especially since coming out right after City. It follows a younger, less refined Batman, when a bounty is placed on him by the crime lord Black Mask, drawing 8 of the world's greatest assassins to Gotham City on Christmas Eve. And like I said, the game's alright. My main 2 gripes with it are the city is very lacking, and the villains are kinda garbage. Aside from Deathstroke, he absolutely saved the game. My favorite scene from all 4 games is the cutscene fight with him. That is badass. But the game just looks ugly. No colors, just gray and black. Also, when you glide, the frame rate turns into poo water. The game just looks bad. It's big, but filled with what? Nothing, if you ask me. Just mindless fights, which I know that's what these games are, but the other games had pizzazz to them. Also, in this game specifically, there are greater enemy numbers, and it makes landing an attack very difficult when you have a bunch on you. Long story short, Batman defeats his group that is coming after him, and he finds out the Joker is behind it all. Big surprise, he's like the main bad guy in every game. After the Joker had left him with Bane. Bane was supposed to either kill Batman or Batman was supposed to kill Bane. Finding out neither of these happened, the Joker is pissed and tries to get Batman to kill him. Batman just literally beats the brakes off Joker, and that's pretty much how the game ends. I'm not going to go into the DLC because it isn't part of the main game, but it's not bad. A common complaint I see among people is that the shot glove makes things easy. And yes they do. I just enjoy them a lot. I would give Origins a solid 6 out of 10. Not an absolutely bad game, but not a great one. Batman Arkham Knight. A little better than Batman Arkham Origins, Arkham Knight took what we were used to and tweaked it a little bit. Made a few things better and made a few things worse. I will note, this is the one that I haven't played in the longest. I've played it within the last couple years or so. Arkham Knight was released in 2015, released by Rocksteady. Set 9 months after the events of Arkham City, the game's main storyline follows Batman as he confronts Scarecrow, who has launched an attack on Gotham City and caused a citywide evacuation. The Arkham Knight part of the title, who I'll get into later, is a person, not Batman. That's what I first thought by the title. This is a really well done open world. Not quite as well done as City, but still pretty good. The only slight problem I have is that there is entirely a lot of tank and Batmobile stuff, which I don't really enjoy for long periods of time. Another quote-unquote gripe is that there is so much DLC content that I think it should have either been in the game or had been for free. I know I'm not looking into DLC, but there are so many additional things in it that I don't know why it isn't in the main game. What I do like about it is I like the atmosphere and the feeling you get in this game. This game made me entirely sad for Batman. If you played it, you know what part I'm talking about. The tone in this game is a little more showing off of the darker setting and the darker depths for Batman. I also really enjoyed the last 45 minutes. I mean, you really cannot set the game down during these minutes. I would like to mention the very ending to me personally was a letdown and unsatisfying. For some reason, they decided to leave it up to the player, and I hate that, especially to be the ending of a series of great games. I did anticipate something much better. If you haven't played the game yet, spoiler warning, but Arkham Knight is the old Robin and ends up sorta betraying Batman. Batman supposedly dies, and it would seem that a new Batman appears, or it's in people's head. Nobody really knows. I would rate this game a 7 out of 10. Great atmosphere, great dialogue among the characters. I'm just not a fan of a few sections of the game. Number 2. Batman Arkham Asylum. Second place is the game that started it all. Batman Arkham Asylum was released in 2009, developed by Rocksteady and published by Warner Brothers, and my god, this is a spicy meatball. Taking place mainly inside the asylum and some outskirts of it, the game is very well made. The story, the combat, the tone is all perfect. Let me set the scene. Batman is taking Joker into Arkham Asylum, even though things seemed way too easy. The feeling is told true when the Joker breaks out and manages to take control over the island in mere minutes. This sets the scene where the entire game, the goal is to get to the Joker before he messes some stuff up. For the time, this was the greatest video game based on a superhero, no question about it. I literally remember my brother getting this game and watching him play the first like 5 hours. Good times. I understand that combat in future games is much more technical versions of that, but I enjoy it because it's easy to learn, hard to master. Want to go along in the game just beating people up? Nice. If you want to learn everything and pull off crazy takedowns, that's cool too. The only bad thing I would say about this game is the boss fights. To me, they're pretty simple and aren't that difficult, but I can't hate the entire game for that. Oh yeah, the story. The Joker is trying to get a drug called Titan, which is a much stronger version of Bane's venom. If you don't know, Bane's venom is, well, it's what makes him Bane. So this would be bad if the Joker got his hands on it. Fast forward like 6 hours, and you are about to fight Joker, and this dude hits himself with the Bane venom. I don't know about you, but this blew my 10-year-old mind, and the day is saved, but I would rate this game 8 out of 10. It's crazy to see how well the game holds up all this time later. It's just great. Number 1. Batman Arkham City. Quite possibly one of the greatest games ever made. Sorry to steal this quote from Daytime magazine. Batman Arkham City is just a very well-crafted game, inside and outside. Just released 2 years after Batman Arkham Asylum, it takes place a year and a half after that. The Joker is dying of a disease in his blood. He infects Batman with it, and Batman has to find a cure before time runs out. I mean, my god, everything in this game is perfect. They took Asylum and said, let's make an entire city like this, and they did. And guess what? It is filled to the brim with stuff to do. You could abandon the main story and just do side quests for hours and hours. This and Asylum are the 2 games that upon completion I want to go back to and mess around in the world. Also, the dialogue between the thugs is outstanding here. I am so shocked that a game of this nature was fused with such rich and diverse detail. The villains in this game are just out to kill Batman. They are not fucking around this time. Way more people with guns, way more villains than Asylum. Just all around great. I didn't say this before, but the voice acting in this game is just miles better than Asylum. At least for the thugs and such. The amount of detail in this game surpasses all of them by a long shot. Side mission collectibles, Riddler trophies, and more. And if you're a fan of Batman, there are a ton of things for you to do. The greatest thing of the entire game is the story, from the opening all the way to the end. The last 20 minutes is so sad. And with that, I rate this game 9 out of 10. The only reason it didn't win the best game for 2011 is because it had to go up against, well, Skyrim. And that was my ranking for the Batman Arkham series. If you have anything to say, please tell me in the comments. I like to hear what other people think. What do you like about the games? What do you not like about the games? I love to debate that. I know it's been a while, like literally almost a year since my last original upload. I usually make horror content, and this isn't what I normally do, so I'm stepping into something kind of different. I have a bunch of videos, ideas, and scripts made. I just needed some time off from making that really long video. So I hope you guys stay tuned. I hope I can make some videos that you guys like. Have a good day, and peace.